what we need to do. We're live. Oh, yay! It worked. My husband is helping me here. Thank you so much. We had a little bit of a glitch. It was a huge glitch. There was no video. There was audio, but there was no video. I'm hoping that we have audio now along with our video. So we're just doing some checks right now. He's checking on his computer to see if he can hear. I would ask you to comment and let me know if you can hear, but I can't see the comments.
Gotcha.
Oh, yep, I can hear myself. Oh, welcome everyone. Welcome to Christmas in July, joyful and merry quilting. And I'm telling you, Mary wasn't super merry just a few minutes ago. Always joyful, always trying. And as I say, I will always be Mary, M-A-R-Y, but the M-E-R-R-Y part was a little tough today because I was trying to figure out what to do when it came to the YouTube live. And this is Facebook live, you know, you go online and you just click live and you go live. And I assumed that YouTube live would be much the same way. And it is, if you know what you're doing. And I didn't know what I was doing. And I thought I did all the research I needed to do. And obviously, I had one more step that I neglected to take and figured that one out. And here we are, celebrating Christmas in July, one day early. This is the preview. So thank you for supporting me, for the encouragement and the words that you've left on my posts when I was in my deepest of darkest moments in my desperation. So I really appreciate the support. Let me tell you, this has been a fun endeavor, and we have been working so hard to get us to this point of our Christmas in July extravaganza. And it's something that I've kind of always dreamed about doing. I love all the different Christmas in July celebrations that go on, and I just love being able to be a part of one. So I've got some notes here that I'm going to use to just kind of give you just a brief overview of what's happening. Now, if you are subscribed to this YouTube channel, click on that little bell up in the corner. You don't have to enter anything. You just click on the bell and then you will be subscribed. If you are subscribed to this channel, then you're going to be notified of any time that we have anything new that we're presenting, or each week of Christmas in July, or our podcasts or our tips or whatever. So we keep adding to our content in order to try and make this something that you'll come back to, that you'll look at, that you'll listen to, that we can enjoy this time together talking about quilting. So we have, let's see, just a couple things that I want to tell you about. First of all, if you are subscribed or you have registered on our website, Joyful and Merry, M-E-R-R-Y, joyfulandmerryquilting.com. If you've registered there, then you received an email today with a preview of what we are doing for the coming up week, along with the free pattern. The free pattern is here. It's our wreath quilt block. I have another one over there that I'm going to talk about in our YouTube live on July 13th, 1 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to use these, how to put them into a project, and how to kind of vamp it up a little bit so that you've got just a little bit, something that's a little bit more exciting. This is a more of a basic block, and then this has just a little more detail in it. So we'll talk about that on the YouTube live, and I'll do that from my studio. But for this particular contact with you, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what's going on. So back to the email. Alex created this amazing email with all of the links to all the fun stuff that we're going to get started with during week 1. So be sure and click on every one of those links in the email, because you don't know, we're going to have different things that you may be interested in. The biggest part, first of all, the pattern, the free pattern. Anybody can get the free pattern. All you do is enter your email address, you get the free download. So that's there. And again, we'll talk about that again in the middle of July. And those videos will be available on our YouTube channel if you couldn't watch it live. So hopefully you can watch it live, but if you can't, that's good. You can still see it, and you can see what we're doing and get caught up. Okay. We have, for Christmas in July, we have starting Wednesday, July 5th. Tuesday the 4th, we figured everybody's busy that day. So we're starting our week 1 on Wednesday. It's our podcast day. We'll have that too. But that's the day that the first project is going to be available. Now, this project is actually a quilt-along. And for those of you who have worked with me through Project Linus Mystery Quilt Challenge, that's kind of what our videos are. They're quilt-along. And in that particular case, we take week by week blocks. This is going to be a quilt-along with everything, with the entire project. But the best part is Alex has taken the project and all the video that we did for the project and divided it up into 2 and 3 and 4 minute segments and labeled all those segments. So let's say you know how to do part of it, you know how to mark or you know how to quilt or whatever, but you're kind of hung up when it comes to one certain part of it, maybe the applique. You can go to that particular section, click on it and watch it. So that is our quilt-along, and that's how we're going to be doing our quilt-along. So I want to make sure that you give it a try. This is a fun pattern. This is one that I've been so excited to share with you. And this is a very exciting moment right now because we just reached our 1,000th subscription on our YouTube channel. Yay! 1,000 subscriptions. I cannot believe that. We just got started in March. Actually, it wasn't even quite then when the YouTube channel got going. But I promised everyone that when we reach our 1,000th subscription, we got bugs out here, we would have a special drawing on our YouTube channel. So this is what you need to do. You have until this is called a Heartfelt Christmas. It's an advent calendar. And you have until Wednesday, July 5th, when I do another live on July 5th, to announce the winner of a kit to make this particular pattern. So you still will need to have the pattern, but if you would like to be entered in a drawing for the kit, all the pieces other than the little ornaments, you have to buy those yourself, but the rest, which would include the binding, the backing, the batting, the background fabric, 25 die cut hearts, as well as the little pre-tied bows that go on there. If you are interested in winning that, comment below. You need to make a comment on why you would like to win this particular project. Unfortunately, you have to be in the US to do that because we can't ship it out of the country due to customs regulations and in our business. But if you are in the United States, then you are welcome to post a comment below. If you don't post a comment, you are not going to be eligible. I will need, if you are selected as the winner, I will need you to email me your mailing address, but we'll talk about that later when we announce the winner. So on Wednesday, July 5th, when we do our next YouTube Live, then I will draw for the kit for this great advent calendar. So again, you need the pattern. You'll need the pattern, but the kit will, all the pieces that will accompany the pattern. So how do you get the pattern? Now, those of you who are listening right now kind of get a preview that no one else is going to get because they don't know about this. They will get the email that invites them to purchase Santa's Satchel. Now, Santa's Satchel is a compilation of all of the patterns that we are going to introduce during Christmas in July. There's 5, and they're great patterns, and they're a variety of things. We have one quilt. We have the advent calendar. We have a beautiful wall hanging. We have another kind of fun thing that I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is because I want to share it to you in person. But it's a fun project, and it actually there's 2 parts to it. So total, we have 5 parts, plus if you purchase Santa's Satchel, you get another free pattern. We call it all wrapped I can't remember what we call it, something about wrapping up Christmas. But anyway, that's the end. So, but here's how it goes. Now, if you look online or you look anywhere, patterns usually range around $12. And that's what our patterns are. Our patterns are $12 and our quilt-alongs are $17. So if you were to purchase each one of these things individually, each one of these Christmas in July patterns and quilt-alongs individually, it would cost $65. Okay. But if you purchase the satchel sight unseen during the month of July, anytime during July, it's only $35. Okay. So Why is that such a good deal? Because by the time you purchase just 2, you're almost to your $35. And this way you get all of them. And you're gonna have to trust me on this one, because those of you who have done the mystery quilt challenge, you know, it always ends up good in the end. You wonder what in the world is coming, what's gonna be next, but I guarantee you, you will get your money's worth, your $35 worth. Now, it ends the end of July. You don't have the opportunity to do this anytime after that. And the way that we'll do it, we're not going to just send you everything all at once before we preview it. So each week, if you buy the satchel, you'll just get free access to that week's pattern all the way through July. So there's an element of surprise there, but hopefully you will. You're just going to have so much fun with this, just like we have. And I just enjoyed putting them together and being able to come up with all these fun ideas for Christmas in July. Let's see what else I have. Want to make sure I don't miss anything. I got after all the glitches this morning, it just kind of took me in a really negative way. So now I'm back positive way, back to being joyful, which is a good thing. And let's see. Okay, so that's kind of basically what we're talking about when it comes to the patterns. Now, if you don't want to buy the satchel, if you don't want all of them and you only want to buy one pattern at a time, you're welcome to do that. But if you get into maybe 2 or 3 patterns, you can't go back and say, oh, I want the satchel instead. Sight unseen, buy the satchel. If you decide then that you want to purchase just 1 or 2 of the patterns and you don't want the satchel, that's totally up to you. You can do that. Those will be our $17 price and our $12 price when it comes to the Quilt-Along versus the straight up pattern. So anyway, I am, again, so excited. We've sold several of our satchels already just from people who've gotten the email. Now, if you have not registered on our website yet and you did not get the wreath pattern link, which everybody who's registered got that today in their email. If you did not get that, go to our website, Joyful and Merry Quilting, JoyfulAndMerry quilting.com/wreath, WREATH. If you do that, it's going to take you to the sign up page where you just enter your email address and you get the wreath pattern. Again, you'll want to have that pattern all printed out for July 13th when we do our Quilt-Along, so that you can, not our Quilt-Along, I'm sorry, for our YouTube lives, so that you can, take a look and see what we're talking about here and follow along with me. I'll get a lot more detailed when it comes to that particular time. So I hope that you will join us for Christmas in July. Again, this is our huge kickoff. Just again, another little preview of what's coming up once August comes. That's when our Project Linus Mystery Quilt Challenge begins. And I have a really great instructional workshop that's going to precede that everyone will have access to as well. So make sure that you go to the website, joyfulandmerryquilting.com, register your email address, and then look for emails from Mary. That's where they're going to come. They're going to come from Mary. They're going to be in your email box. Sometimes if you have Gmail, they're in promotion. Sometimes they're in your regular email. It's just hard to say. I don't know when they're always going to show up, but we would love to have you as part of this group. This is a Joyful and Merry community. There are so many communities out there when you look on Facebook, when you look on YouTube, of different people that are basically just sharing their love of quilting with each other. That's what I'm here to do. I am here to share my love of quilting. It brings me so much joy. It makes me very, very merry. And I am just thrilled to be able to kind of pass that information along to you, your family, your friends, people that are sort of interested, people that might be interested, people that are interested. There's a place for everyone when it comes to this. Another preview, we are going to start hopefully in the fall, back to school, is kind of a start from a beginner's start when it comes to quilting. Just taking you through those first steps of becoming a quilter. How do you become a quilter? First, it starts here, and then you got to buy a few things in order to get it going. So we'll talk about that in the fall. This was a great opportunity for me to meet with you. I am really happy that it worked out. I am really happy that I have been able to share these few moments with you. And please, please comment below if you want to win this Christmas tree advent calendar. It's called A Heartfelt Christmas, and I know you're going to love it. Now, in order to win, you have to be a subscriber of the YouTube channel. That's the only way that it'll work. And you have to be a subscriber to our website, joyfulandmerryquilting.com. Make sure that you've registered over there too, so that we can link up your address with your name and get this cool project to you in time for Christmas, so you'll be able to get it done. Doesn't take very long at all. It's really fun and it's pretty easy, but it's a little tricky. And that's where you'll need the Quilt-Along. And I'm going to take you from step one to step, I don't know what it is, way down the road, so that you can put that together and have that displayed in your home or give it as a gift or whatever you like to do. So just wishing each of you a very, very, very joyful and Merry Christmas in July. And I am always trying to be joyful, but I will always be merry. Now I'm going to have to try and figure out how to shut this off. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and be sure and subscribe, be sure and comment, be sure and get your wreath pattern, and the links will be listed below in the video for all of that if you've missed out. So make sure that you do that, and we will see you again next week as we begin week number 1 of Christmas in July with our Joyful and Merry Quilting community. So thanks for joining me. We'll see you next week. There it is, end stream.